Yeah, okay, there I am. Alright. Hey, Dragogo's here. You know what? Too bad you just missed the first 2 hours of gameplay of Journey, which I mean it's still up there as a VOD for the next 7 days. I didn't know it was as short of a game as it was. So here I am playing fucking Minecraft because I didn't know what to do. How are you doing? Does Discord keep blipping in and out? The hell? I don't know. Anyway, um, so yeah, that Journey is a great game. Oh dang, I wanna play. It is gorgeous. It's short, but it is a gorgeous game. And in fact, I was saying on there, and watch the VOD. You will see what I'm talking about. Every shot could be its own painting. If you wanted to see like really good backgrounds, like like different ways of it being like either a tapestry, or if you wanted it to be very liminal, or in any sense like stylistic, or like the idea that simplicity can be really well used. Yeah, it is like, if you're an artist, it's like the perfect thing. Like you would appreciate the game as an artist. It Oh my god, is it gorgeous. It is, and it's fun. I'm sure I didn't do everything, but I got to the end of the game in about 2 hours, a little under 2 hours. So what have you. I think you would enjoy playing it. It's short enough. You could do it in one stream, likely, unless you spend too much time admiring. But like, you go walking around, it's very cinematic. I think you could almost do it all as like one whole shot if you wanted to. Like it'd be like one cinematic shot. I think. I maybe there's some cuts that I wasn't paying attention to, but oh man, it's worth a play. I don't remember how much it is right now, but it's on the store. Like, go for it, man. I'll have to see if I can go back and make clips out of it. Or can you make clips from VODs as a viewer? I don't know. Anyway, um, that's because you nice, because I played Flower, which I think is made by the same people. Um, it's literally called That Game Company, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, I was not expecting to basically be done with the game like that. It was just like, it's out of nowhere. Okay. Also, I fucked up last time in Minecraft and I lost all my shit in the Nether. Now I want to go back, and it's getting close to the new update, and I don't want to do anything else. So I'm gonna be lazy and just fuck around, I guess. Um, Actually, what goals do I have? Find Bastion. Well, you know what? I did find the Bastion. And you know what? I'll go ahead and say that's conquering the Nether. Fuck it. um, Kill the Wither. Fuck all achievements right now. The next update's supposed to be coming. Sometime mid-year. I'm thinking June, and I'm hoping it'll be uh before my birthday when it comes out. So that way I can make a new world and I can have that new update, because this world is from like, was started way back in like 1.12, I think. was where it started. So I don't know. Right now, it's up to date at 1.20.6 vanilla, but this is an old world. It has a whole bunch of old world generation, and I don't have everything that I want available to me the same way. So there's a lot more to be offered, where that these chunks don't have the same generation that it would have if it had the new updates. So because it's so old, I'm really excited to make a new one, but I kind of want to set it up a different way. So the games, so the worlds are normally set up the way it is, and I decided I want to have fun. I don't want to get frustrated. If I have a thing, I want to keep a thing. So I'm gonna set it up so that way I keep my shit when I die. So it's because like it's I have my own way of playing, right? The other part is I'm trying to think of another way to make it gimmicky that I would like. So like the core building that I have in any build is the tower now. So I'm gonna probably start with that, getting materials for that. What am I doing? That got everything down here now. Oh hey. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. So, I don't know. And I kind of want to do something different where I actually decorate instead of just throw shit everywhere. Yeah, I thought you were gonna stream tonight. You know that? I thought you were gonna stream, Virgo. Whatever happened to that? Or am I mistaken? What was I gonna do? No, if you weren't planning on streaming, I don't remember. My short-term memory sucks molten donkey wang, so if I have to go without my beautiful gay boy, then oh, you were sunburned pretty. Oh, ah. Well, don't do that. Don't do that, man. You know you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to sunburn. What are you sunburning for, man? I'll do it tomorrow, though. So, I don't know about you. I have tomorrow off, thanks to Memorial Day. I was thinking of streaming tomorrow as well. Behold. Thinking of playing Oddworld. Oh, that's nice. Oddworld's a good game. It's one I can appreciate. Alright, I need books. Fuck. Wait. Excuse me. Can anyone just sell me books, please? Oh, no, you're not gonna sell me books, are you? Alright, well... Do I have books? Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give Oddworld my own college try. at some point, you know. Um, I have yet to play it, right? So I definitely need to try and get to the point where I'm doing that, playing it, the thing, you know. It's I understand the way the game works. I believe there was a Heart of Darkness, which title alone was not the game I was hoping it would be, and that creates an interesting dynamic. Um, and also a lot of trial and error, and going, oh, that's what that's supposed to do. It's on PS4 and PS5 now with quick saves. The way I understood it, like it was normally like only a couple steps back from what you need to do normally. So I don't know what I'm not sure it's as bad as it used to be, because I know there were some of them that were that style of gameplay, and it would be like you need to you had to do a whole lot in order to go through it, and yeah, like if you die, you had to go through like a couple really annoying steps in order to get to it. Get or to make up your progress. So you're just like, well, fuck. I guess I'm doing this now. You dirty bastard. You dirty, dirty bastard. Oh, cheeky. Alright, well, I need more. Oh, because crafting table. Okay. I was about to say, I didn't bring up the fucking menu. I need schwoed. Where be schwoed? Oh, look, an X. A good X. And pants. Do I have pants? I don't have pants. I should probably have pants. I'm proud of this world, but I'm bored of it. I grow tired and weary, if you will. Is it only on PS4 and PS5 now? Or can I play it on PC through Steam? There's nothing. Actually, you know what? We got all these. No, not the bows. So I got that, and I've got that. Oh wait, no, that's. I don't know why. There we go. Okay. So I've got a few fishing rods. You know, I'm gonna give this a last row. It's also on Steam. It'll go for super cheap, like 50 cents cheap. Oh, really? Hold on. Wait, which Odd World? The first one? The way you labeled it? Odd World Inhabitants Inc. Okay. Is it Abe's Odyssey and Exodus? Okay, gotcha. So it's like $3 on that one, $3 on that one, $5 on that one, and then 20, 40, and 10. All right, all right. It says 7 games. Is that the whole listing? Are they bundled together? Free DLC. Okay. Odd World, new and tasty. Okay. Eh. Okay, that's why it says 7. There's 6 DLCs, 6 games, and 1 demo. Alright. Although there's a remake called New and Tasty, it's a matter of preference. Yeah. Okay, so when it goes on sale, it'll be like dirt cheap. Okay. Maybe I'll throw it on. 1997, 1998, 2010, 2015, and 2022. Yep. Alright. Things to consider in the later years. Okay. So I have that one, and this one, which is like the best one I got, and that one. I also have Curse of Vanishing. Because I feel like I need to get rid of these. So I can just be chill. You like fishing? I don't normally care for fishing, but Minecraft fishing, it's a little different. You'd say it's the effort is a little worth something else. It is not the same. And I think I would like to do some fishing. If I'm bullshitting this anyway, it doesn't hurt. Right? Alright, so that's the mending one, that's unbreaking, lure 2, that one, and vanishing. That one's like the super one that I have, so probably don't need. Look, let's see, 3, lure 3, and unbreaking 3, and mending. Breaking 3, curse of vanishing, lure 2. Yeah, okay. Wait. Oh. Oh, how long? Oh yeah, how long did you go for on the stream last night? How did your randomizer go? Come on now. There we go. Okay. So if I do, what was it? F5? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I don't remember. Went for 6 hours and I couldn't find the last proof to beat the game. Aw, damn. I'm sorry about that. Well, I hope you got a lot out of it, at least. A lot of viewership or something. So you can start charging those $500 commissions. Get the posh glasses and go, you just don't understand art like I do. At least we got our penguins. Yeah. Yeah. I even got one of the wins. Mm. I was kind of hoping to fill out the whole card afterwards, just see, well, how many of these will we get to? Also, it was really nice to meet everyone, too. Like that. I hope I didn't accidentally take over any conversations or anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had a lot of people. I saw I hit like 15 or so. And then I tried to jump on my phone for a bit, and I tried to see if I could set up the bingo thing on my phone, but I couldn't get that to work. I don't know if there was a reason for it or what. Yeah. Oh, you're all good. Had to silently resume stuff while y'all were talking. You know, it could, it could be worse. It's like you don't play the you don't play the bingo game because you don't want to be like purposely trying to set it up so you win, right? That, and also you're playing the game, so it makes it a little hard to focus on two things and try like, oh, okay, I think I can make this happen. But I could just imagine just start like, yeah, think you're gonna win? No, not you. It's like, come on, bruh. But yeah, definitely see if you can try out Journey. I don't know how much it is right now. I got it on sale. Ugh. It's definitely fun. Um, I might look into a randomizer at some point. And like, I think I'm at the point where I'm just fascinated by like doing different things and setting up stuff. So like the bingo thing, it's that thing's just got me like, wow, that's a thing I can do. So I just really wanted to do a bunch of experimenting with stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what music keeps getting copyrighted on YouTube. Luckily, the good thing is while it's in private, nothing actually gets hit, but it shows you what is copyrighted. Have you tried Tunic? I don't think so. What Tunic be? Tunic. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Tunic on Steam. It's like Link, but a fox or a furry, heavily inspired by Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I haven't put too much. I've scrolled by it several times, but not once have I like been like, ah, maybe I should get that. What? Tunic, it's $30 right now. Oh wow, it looks so smooth. It's isometric. It's got puzzles. Uh-huh. So the style is like it's Zelda mixed with isometric or Hades, I guess, a little bit. I only say that based on the way the isometric view is used, but plenty of games have done it before Hades. Oh, that looks beautiful too. Oh man. It has a strong sense of mystery that Mystery Fez had too. Oh. See, I really like the way a lot of these art styles are for these games. Like, I was surprised at Journey. Journey's been out for a while. I'm gonna put this on my wish list. Yeah. Okay. Death's Door. So, yeah, so there's a lot that I would love to see. And I wish I had more time to do stuff. You know, I wish there was more time for me to play games for myself, but I've gotten to the point where I don't enjoy games for myself anymore the way I used to. So I get a genuinely good feeling when I'm playing games and I'm able to interact with someone, bounce off of um, someone to get ideas with, especially in person, because you can go like, "Fuck, I don't know what to do," and you can just give the other person the controller, and when they go like, "Oh no, I got an idea. Let me try it." It harps back to my days playing like Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask on GameCube with my friends, and we would get stuck on something forever. And we have the guidebook where it's like, I don't know why it's not working, that kind of thing. So you rack your brain for a while, and it's just like, all right, what's going on? What's going on? And someone else is like, okay, give me the controller. And then, of course, any games we don't have the guidebook to, that was done a lot. Oh, challenges, things that were challenging, was definitely one of them. So if you had something that was particularly challenging and you were like, okay, okay, I can't seem to beat this guy. It's like, all right, let me give it a try. You cool down. And it was just so much fun to do it like that. The convenience of being able to change how things operate by passing the controller someone with more skill, because one of the things was we liked the idea of it wasn't so much about the challenge, it was about seeing the game to the end, running the adventure and seeing what it had to offer. So, like, I'm not a completionist. I like to see story. I like to see the story. I'll play things on normal or easy mode for that sake. I don't want to I want to enjoy my game. If I get frustrated too much, which in some cases that's what the game's point is, to get frustrated and find a way past that, right? But most games like Zelda or Zelda like or something like that, I don't want to get frustrated. I want to see what's next, what's going to happen, what's my journey. um I guess it kind of leads me into like my like RPGs. Ooh, JRPGs are just absolutely high up there on my list because of a lot of that. Like, you need enough of a challenge, even though it's a turn-based fighter most of the time, so most of the time it's not an issue. But you want to play it in a way that's like, okay, I need enough challenge, or it needs to feel challenging. It needs to feel like there's something at stake sometimes. If you ever played the Final Fantasy VI is a really good one that I would recommend to anyone. I wish they made a solid remake like they have with 7. And just to me, it's cinematically the best. You thought Aerith dying was such a big deal? No. Believe me, there is much more to other games. That one, they didn't get to do all the things they did, and I think the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to do it a hell of a lot better. But those freaking 16-bit sprites, they did amazing with those. Highly recommend it. Um, the game is so well made. I think that the early consoles did so much better at towards the end of their lifespan, generationally, because there wasn't much you could do definitively. So when you got an art style down, you didn't have to worry about that. You just had to make sure that you could get the design you wanted. When it came to, you had Final Fantasy IV, which came out in America as Final Fantasy II. You had Final Fantasy VI, which came out in America as Final Fantasy III. But you could tell how distinctly different it was in polish. So there was a whole lot of polish that's there in 6 that you don't see in 4, and 4 is really good. Don't get me wrong, 4 is really good, but it doesn't quite hit the same way cinematically or in its art necessarily as 6 does. But they both basically have this, they're both basically the same in design. Like, the characters are almost the same, like in height, in overall structure. So it's really neat. And when you have a game like that, it gives you a perspective. I heard 6 had the best one. Kefka. Just Kefka. Clown Daddy. Like, yeah. He's there towards the beginning of the game. You see him plenty. He is maniacal. He is vindictive. He is spiteful. He is a bastard. Like, you want a definitive villain in general, and you're not sure what to think of, just go to Kefka. Like, he is just a great villain. He knows what he's about, and makes no bones about it. But I feel like those games back then for those consoles were at the point where they didn't have to worry that much about developing the game itself, like graphic wise, because they knew what they were going for. So they focused more on like actually developing the story and how they want to be played. Whereas now the consoles have so much further that you can go on the way it looks. So now now you're on a line of developing these graphics, which takes way more time to make it look a certain way than it used to. So now developing a game is a lot more about actually creating the assets than it used to be. The assets, the textures, and all that. Where you have less time and money to dedicate towards a story, and one's more important in the other because you can have a great story, but if you don't have a game that people can play it with, you're kind of stuck. So you have to say your priorities. Well, we gotta have someone actually make the game, so we gotta do something. And like, yeah, I guess, but come on. And I think that's why we got so many games where, oh, it's got great graphics, but the actual game itself sucks ass. And I think it's because we've taken for granted the attempt at making more powerful consoles, versus allowing the console to live long enough for it to appreciate and create games at a point where you no longer need to worry about the art style or the designs. You already know how to make them really fast and exactly what you want, and now you can develop the actual story. It takes longer to do that now, and I think that the lifespan of the consoles should match that. I need to make a video on that. Console lifespans versus quality. Shit. I was about to spill my tea. When I'm walking around and around, I see these games, because let's face it, we've all had that issue where we've talked with someone who was really like, oh man, the graphics are so cool. And then you play it and you're like, yeah, I agree, but the game sucks ass. But those guys are like, no, 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 you just need to play it more. Yeah, the gameplay still sucks and the story's incoherent. Yeah, but the graphics are great. That's not the only thing you need for a game, man. Would like to enjoy my game. And you can't spell a game without gay. I was on a toss-up on whether or not to do Minecraft or readings of horror. And I figured, well, I'll have readings of horror for another 8,000 stories. But I don't. This world ends when that update comes out. So I figured, yeah, I might as well relish this as much as I can. Just do all the peaceful stuff that makes me feel good. I don't know. It's nice and chill. I can just play a game. Sometimes that's nice. Ooh, you know what I'd really like to do? I'd really like to get a game design software, Unreal Engine or Unreal Engine or that other one. I forget what it's called. But you know, a game creating engine, and I just want to see whichever one was the free one, just to see what it's like to try and create things in there. Because and I could just do that on the stream, just like trying to learn what I'm doing and maybe actually get into it. I don't know what I'd make, but I'd probably start by something a little more narcissistic, like creating myself. Just like starting to create assets and whatnot. Like, ooh, have you played Cult of the Lamb? I have not. I have not played Cult of the Lamb. Let me look it up real quick. I have been curious of it. Cult of the Lamb and Cult of the Lamb Sinful Pack. And soundtrack. Heretic Pack. So the base game is $25. And then all the fucking DLC shit. Cultist Pack, Heretic Pack, Sinful Pack, and then base game. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and put it on my wish list. I wouldn't mind. Cult of the Lamb's a good one. I mean, I've seen gameplay. I've been around it. You know, a roguelike game, but there's more to it than just being a roguelike game. And I can appreciate that. I don't mind putting that juju on myself. Because, like, it's cool. You know, we always worship Satan here, apparently. Because you have to worship Satan if you play that game, right? Now it's fun. I can see it being fun. You have a world you create, a way to get power, and the roguelike portion isn't something that's the sole part of the game, like Binding of Isaac. So if that was an issue where you wanted more than just that kind of changes it and gives you something else. I don't think most people had that as an issue, but I don't know. I'm not them. But yeah, Cult of the Lamb is is one I'd be interested in playing one day. I just don't know if how heavily I want to be into that. It's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I might just look up certain modifications to it in similar nature to Amorous. Like, well, how far can I go with this? Can I have Dragon Daddy? I don't know. I need to take more pictures of my video games so I can make those short reviews that I did on Twitter. And I need to figure out how to do that. What I should do for like shorts on them, because like I can do shorts on YouTube where like I just quickly talk about a game for just under a minute. Or I could just opt out and do it on the hub and talk about with my dangly bits out. I don't know. Would that make the muns? I mean, there was that time where a bunch of people uploaded their regular videos that would have been either Twitch or YouTube on the hub, and that was hilarious. I want to see that happen again. I can't believe so many people did that too, and so a lot of them are still there. Like, guy gets fucked during game or something. It's a guy just losing it because he keeps dying. And it's like, well, it's technically not wrong. And I think at this point, it being X-rated for language is, you know, obvious. Oh man. You know what? When I do finally do the S&G podcast, fuck, oh, goddamn, fuck. Oops. I've got a whole bunch of topics I have listed down somewhere on my messy fucking desk. I need to organize my desk and get rid of the shit I don't need up here. So I think I'm pretty ready for it. Yeah, so I've got my intro. I have ontro. I have an omtro. Ontro, quick update on life. No, I have ontro. Why is it an issue for men to drink fruity drinks? Alcohol. Something I've actually been wanting to talk about. Why is there a weird zeitgeist? Because I've talked about that at work, and I was like, let's get into it. Acquiring validation on social media was something I've been desperately trying to do for some reason. I'm a shrew, I guess. I don't know. My Wifben and I beat Tears of the Kingdom. I was going to talk about my thoughts on that post game. And martial arts situations like guns. And then I was going to talk about Aeon's Pass because that's a really good game that I recommend to people. I still recommend Aeon's Pass if you haven't played it. And then I was going to talk about the Funimation Crunchyroll thing because I have Crunchyroll now. Speaking of which, Jorgogo, if you don't already have it or access to it in one way or another, I can add you to mine if you'd like. But I think you said you already have it taken care of. I don't remember. And then basic things people should know in life. And that was going to be like a like actual basic things, like how to boil water, how like finding things people should know. And then I don't know if you know about this, but net neutrality got reinstated by the FCC. They got rid of the old CEO that made that really bad taste, out of touch video. You know, the one that made the joke on the Renaissance dance like 5 years later after it was no longer a relevant meme. Or whatever it was called. The one where it goes, and then everything's going, all of a sudden everyone's dancing. The fuck was that? I saw a thing. What was that? On my other screen. What, did I seriously put this? Randomization for alerts here. Finish setting up rare and ultra. Achievement completed, Mr. Roboto. Okay. You have received award for Minecraft Purple Heart Cape. Click here to redeem. Oh. Wait. Why? Purple Heart Cape. Is that... Fuck, I kind of want it, though. Okay, I don't know. And I was going to see if I could find some more things, and then I was thinking about what I would do if I could have people come on during that S&G session. And I need to find more stuff that I can... I want to find something that I can do regular collaborations on. But I haven't found something specific I want that I also want tied on my channel that other people would want for them. If that makes sense. I don't have anyone that I know wants to play Minecraft with me, so it's kind of not one I'm planning on. There are people with Stardew Valley that I've played with on their streams. I did that. They were like, oh yeah, hey, wait. Richard Hain 05 gifted you a tier 1 subscription 1 month to Free Lumbee. Whoa, who the fuck is that? Who subscribed me to someone? Then I am very confused. Where does this shit come from? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out, because like I want to be able to collab more, but now I'm on the streaming circuit for the most part. I'm not sure what to do, and I don't know how I want to do with certain things, because like I also want to see if I can figure out how to do the thing where I have a copy of a avatar for someone, and that's the one that's tied to certain audio. And I'm just kind of not sure. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. So I've seen streamers do it. Or it's like you have yours, you're the main hub, but then you have the avatars of all the other people that are in your stream. And they have you in their stream or whatever, and when one of the other people talk, it lights up, and when they're not talking, it's out, so you know who's talking. Yeah, I don't know. There is... I do plan to try that avatar, that little avatar thing like you have set up, but I like pixel art, so I might try and create custom ones for people. Because you know what, I could do that for patrons. Have custom ones for patrons up to a point. If I ever get them, it's something I could do, right? it's something I could experiment with. If I did these custom avatars for patrons, but I'm so there's a thing I've been trying to figure out is how do I make some kind of quantified reward system that I can go by. My bad, I forgot to say BRB. I'll be right back in a moment. You're fine. You're fine. Listen, I can just keep rambling on like a madman. I don't think you understand that yet. You've known me for years. You just don't understand. But yeah, so like one thing I used to think of is like if I had a fence, like a fence for myself, then I could do stripes, and it would represent like each stripe would represent either a single or a certain amount of people, and it would be something to quantify like subscribers, followers, Patreon subscribers, something like that. And like I know when, especially on YouTube, I really wanted to do that. Like people have done that. Like you have some people who are like, oh, I've got this thing I can do. I think Odd Ones Out, he did sprinkles for a while to quantify subscribers until it got so far and ridiculous that he just had to do the infinite sprinkle with with the blender, and that became its own thing. And Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, it was really interesting. I liked it, and I want a thing like that of my own. I don't want to do a Minecraft thing of it. I really don't. Not to say anything's bad about it, it's just not what I want to do for myself. But I want to do something. Like, what's something you have wanted to do in that sense? If you don't mind me asking, if anyone else is there, like, what would you do to quantify subscribers? Like, especially because if it ever gets far enough and it gets to the point where there's thousands, maybe even millions at that point, like there are if it's not already at 8, it's 8 billion people in the world, and we might be lucky enough to get upwards to 200 million subscribers. That's just insane, right? And I want to quantify that because I want everyone to feel special, which may be something that can't necessarily be done because we know where we're at. We're just subscribed, but it's the effort that I think is important, and I want to try and get that to be seen. A subjugation of something that I do. I don't know. Like what's like you could do it with pixels, I guess, but that's a lot. But I also want it to be something that's going to be interesting and neat, something I can put somewhere or it can be seen somewhere. And I just don't know what to do for that. Um, let's see. If I mean that could be a thing, at least for like at least patrons, because you don't get that many patrons generally as a whole at one time. So I have one patron right now, which would be completely fine in that regard, because I've got another Curse of Vanishing one. Goddamn, I've got enough ingenuity. I know how to make it. So if you like give me like a specific image, I can probably make something of it. Knowing me, I'd probably base it on like Chrono Trigger sprites or something. But man, it'd be neat. It'd be neat to have something that makes people feel like individuals on here. There is I suppose there's a way to do some of it in regards to, I mean, I could do something on paper maybe, or a document. I don't know. So like I guess the other part with patrons is you can also put them at the end of credits and stuff like that, and that's something I can definitely do. I should probably make a credit for the patron I have at the end of this, which probably wouldn't take me but like 4 minutes. And then I could also add it to the end of my YouTube videos, which if I ever fucking get back to that, which I desperately want to. Because right now what the issues with YouTube don't really affect me, because I don't make money and I'm not contingent on money to be on YouTube. So I don't have any reason to censor myself, because YouTube's not making money off me either. If I'm not making money, neither is YouTube. The 0.3 cents, the oath, the 0.3 of a penny that I earned on YouTube will just sit there forever until I reach certain conditions, and that ain't getting them anything. Because I was at a point where like I was like actually vaguely monetized. I just didn't have any viewership. But I will say it is a double-edged sword. Oh, wait, back. What was that about group avatars? Oh, I was talking about that's something I could do for patrons, is I could make custom avatars for the streams. I was trying to find out ways to quantify using a reward thing to quantify like subscribers, followers, patrons. So like you have odd ones out. Oh, yes, like stream avatars. And the reason I brought that up was like you have like the odd ones out who was quantifying his subscribers. When he hit subscriber milestones, he would do a thing where he did the sprinkles, and each subscriber was a sprinkle. So he would get that many sprinkles until it just got too expensive. So he just ground a bunch of sprinkles up, and he made the infinite sprinkle, and that was the end of it. Because it got to a point where it was just no longer quantifiable, like within reason with the theme he was going for. But I want something like that where there's a representation of so many people that I can do. And I thought about like maybe doing it like on a fence or whatever. And once it gets to a certain point, like each stripe represents 10 people. Of course, it's already still volatile, so I don't know. I desperately want to get back to making YouTube videos, but I just don't have the fucking motivation for it. I don't have the gusto, and I feel like I've fallen by the wayside. But there's so much I want to do, so much I want to talk about, so many people I want to promote, because like I don't want things to stop. I'm not making money, so I don't really care about me having to censor anything. I'm not affected by that. But man, some of these people, they make it hard to want to go back. You've got so many people out there that are just like terrible fucking individuals. It's like, is it even worth it? And then you have YouTube itself, when Susan Wojcicki fucking tanked it by letting it slip about how many 9-year-olds were on the site watching videos. And the FCC dropped down going, hell no. Ah, god damn it, why'd you have to mouth off? The contract wasn't going to be up till for another 3 years. It was always a thing, not that we necessarily knew about, but fuck. And whose fault should it have been? I don't know. Parents. Ugh. Man, some of this stuff just didn't need to be the issue it became. Like, it really didn't. Because, you know, we're always here, having to fucking do, recovery work to try and fix issues that didn't have to be issues. Like, because, like, the biggest issue is advertisers are terrified of being on YouTuber videos for some reason. And it's because of the terrible ones. But that shouldn't be contingent. We already know that products aren't necessarily directly tied, because if they were directly tied to creators, then they would have sponsorships. An ad in the middle of a video is not a sponsorship. I mean, I suppose you could loosen it up with proxy because it's through YouTube, but there was a time where you could live off ad revenue from fucking YouTube. You could have like 40,000 subscribers and make a decent living. That was a thing. It wasn't even all that long ago, like 2016, 2014. It was still decent, even after the first adpocalypse. Like, god dang. So we have to do crowd control effectively for this shit. Can we just be able to do the thing? I wish YouTube was like it used to be. Like, I don't like the you know, the sidebar of stuff that it gives you. I miss the related videos, because you could just go off tangents and tangents of it and see where it led. And also, you could also see other people that were comparable to your content if you made content. You watch one of your videos to see how it did. When it got to the other side, you have the related search, so you can see other people who are basically the same boat, and you can do some comparisons. You know, without having to have all these fancy TubeBuddy tools and shit. I don't know, it just seems like there was so much more that could have been done. Because, like, I love it when people make videos in general, right? And the Nazis are coming. Anyway, YouTube should be better than what it is right now. Like, getting on YouTube, like, I find fun content, don't get me wrong, but format wise, the way everyone has to go, it makes everything feel samey. You're not able to be an individual. And, like, pretty much everyone knows what I'm talking about when I say that. Like, they might be pedantic about it, but they know that it's like this ridiculous thing where you're having to pander to what gets you paid, and it's because people are already at the point where that's their whole paycheck, right? And it sucks that that's the case. It shouldn't have to be their whole paycheck that gets fucked. Just come on, advertisers, you could try just not being shitty and understand the disconnect that we have between creators and you. I just want better, especially for all my friends who are making content that's actually good. I don't like seeing them get discouraged. I like seeing them progress. I love seeing people actually. I love to see people succeed. I love when the people around me succeed. I want to see it more. I want people to feel like they have to give up. I miss a lot of it. I miss the camaraderie that I used to see. All because, and like, don't get me wrong, like, it's not like it's their fault. They're just trying to go where it's reasonable. Right now, Twitch is reasonable. It has issues like any other place, but what have you. And there's not a replacement for YouTube. As many people have tried, there's just not. I remember I went on a few of them at the time just to see. They just didn't last. Mainly because they weren't fucking doing it right. And people were getting screwed. They were putting up content. Now, luckily, most people did it best way they could and just uploaded on both YouTube and whatever other sites they were trying, like Storyfire.io or something. Yeah, and you try and get on those sites, and it's like, okay, yeah, I can just upload to all these things at the same time and see where it leads me. Do one or do any of the other ones make any money? Maybe. Um, and like I don't like the other thing I don't like is the amount of pandering we have to do for like likes, comments, and subscriptions. That's why I always say feel free. It's a thing. I have to mention them so that way the algorithm picks it up, but I don't like saying it. Like, have you felt like really annoyed by a creator that was like, hell yeah, now hit that like button and follow? Or subscribe. Don't forget to comment what's up in the comments or some shit like that. It's like, you know why they're doing it, and some of them like make a joke out of it, so that way at least everyone's in on a joke. And you know, which is better. But fuck, dude. I just want to be able to do a thing. Yeah, it does feel very artificial. It does. Yeah, artificial's a good word for it. I don't like asking. I always have like a no obligation thing. So like if someone wants to subscribe or follow me, I want to be as obvious as possible that, for one, when you decide to follow or subscribe to me or whatever the case is on the platform, that it's completely your choice to do so. There is no obligation. I'm not going to put that obligation. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Because, you know, I don't want to be told what to do. Don't tell me to fucking subscribe. Don't tell me to fucking follow. I'll make the choice if I want to follow. It's kind of like that. It's like, so that's why I'm always like, yeah, feel free to follow or whatever. And I just try and remain hopeful that even though the way it's said is not advantageous, that I hope it's a lot more organic. Which, you know what, that brings me up to another thing, is the organic followers and subscribers. There is a huge disconnect between what's organic and what isn't. And a lot of people don't understand that, and that's like, if you go to a site and you put your video there and a whole bunch of people click on the link to that video and subscribe from that, you might keep about 5% of them, I think. 5 to 10%, because everyone else is probably not going to watch, and one of the issues is about 30 of them might stay and they're just subscribed, but you don't actually see them do anything like at all. So they're just there, empty subscriptions, so it looks like higher, but and you see it when you see like, oh man, this guy's got like he's got 10,000 subscribers, but he only gets like 40 views per video. No, like, you're not supposed to have that kind of disconnect till you're like way up there in the 100,000s. Like, but when you have like, oh, it's like a tenth of your audience or whatever or less, you get that either early on, but in the middle, at some point, you normally get more views than subscribers, and after a certain point. And of course, there's also a matter of relevance, but you can tell when there's a trend. It's like something you can see, because like when we're watching videos, we can kind of tell when someone's being genuine or someone's bullshitting. And let's face it, there's an air about them. I could talk about this all fucking day, man. Maybe I will. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to stop me? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I also put up the new, the new options for next week. I'll probably have to figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow if I stream tomorrow. Because I don't know. I don't know what to do tomorrow. I feel like I need to be like, Dora, what do you know what I should do tomorrow? Nothing that I need to pay for right now. If that's fine. I don't want my paycheck doesn't come till next Thursday. I got plenty of games anyway. Of course, that's if I stream. But I'm set up for next week, at least. I'm almost down to the wire for all the things to start over. And actually, I can take Journey completely off the list now, because that's beaten. No, it was very unexpected. And so the cycle shall continue. Yeah, and actually Raft is a game that can be beaten. I thought it was very purely a sandbox, and it is not. There is a story, there's things happening, and I think it has an ending. Like a distinct ending. So I'm interested in finding that out. I'm interested in the new Minecraft update, so I can have an up-to-date world from that point to keep up with. And I need to make a spawn that I like. Stardew Valley, I'm still not very good at the game, so there's a lot I need to learn about it, so I'm really interested in playing that. That is also an infinite game like Minecraft, I believe, but I think it does have a distinct ending. But I could do a lot with it. Terraria is an infinite game. Let me get this in my view. Here we go. Fallout 4 has a distinct ending. Sonic Adventure has a distinct ending. Might and Magic 6, although very long, will also have a distinct ending. RuneScape will end eventually. Half-Life is a game that will end. Shipwreck 64 will end. Eventually, Readings of Horror might end. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Because I can probably always find new stories to read. It's because that's a good one. That's a good one. I like being able to read a bunch of stories. So yeah, Journey. I might as well go ahead and just completely wipe that now. And I still have 5 other storylines to go through on Sonic Adventure, and then I have the final. So that'll be interesting. And I need to figure out at what point do I start adding games back. Or start adding other games that I can play on stream. Like, it'd be a little easier if... It would be easier if I could stream more often, right? Because I'd be able to siphon through games a little quicker. But as it stands right now, it's just not something I can really do. Because, like, I can... If I stream every week, once a week, then that's 52 streams a year. And that's really slow for Twitch, I believe. So, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. But if I ever get to a point where I can stream a little more regularly, it'd be great. But I got too much that's going on that I need to be able to do. I don't really have the extra time because now I have the things I have to do. Obligations I need to be... I had to mow a yard today. It was hot. I was sweaty. I thought about taking my shirt off, but I didn't. I probably should have. But I didn't want to disturb the neighbors with my fat body. Because I feel disgusting. I don't want someone calling the cops on me and giving me a court order to show up for each titty. It took like a good solid 4 hours worth of actual mowing. Of course, I was coming inside and everything, and I don't know if I have any sunburn. I might. But, it was humid. It was hot. It was awful. Hi, B. You know, I am wondering, if I played Chrono Trigger on here, would there be people that would want to watch? Because I've thought about that recently. I thought about it last night. I think there was a couple people in your chat last night that was like, yeah, fucking Chrono Trigger, hells yeah. And like, I'm just kind of curious at like how many people would actually enjoy that. So it's one of those things. I really want to show people a lot of the games that I love back in the day. And I don't want anything to fall by the wayside. Like, I still want to do the episodic series. It sucks because I had a plan of how I want to do things, and I don't feel like I can do things that way anymore. If you get what I mean, because like I think even you guys who do YouTube, you guys probably had like, oh, this is how I was gonna do my videos, and then, well, things got difficult and annoying, so I had to. If you're being sent to a court for your bare chest, I'll be your attorney. Yeah, a hairy chest. I thought about maybe shaving.
I'm gonna go lay down.
Okay, beautiful.
Don't stay up all night, okay?
Don't yell at me. All I'm doing is fishing. I love you. But yeah, I got a lot of hair on me. A lot of body hair. Um it's actually really symmetrical, I believe. If I stand up straight, I think it's really symmetrical. In fact, if I shave it right, I've got basically a landing strip. Like, a grown landing strip damn near. If you know what that is. Yeah. I just don't like having I shaved my beard today. Same. But yeah, like, what the fuck was I talking about? I tell you, I have the ramblings of a man. I have a lot of hair on my chest. That just means we're manly. Now that we're men. um. I should probably take some pictures of myself and throw them up on Twitter or Discord at some point. Do I need to do some poses? So, like, the fuck was I talking about? I was talking about something. Was it Chrono Trigger? I think I was talking about Chrono Trigger. Oh no, I was talking about like wanting to do things and not feeling like I can do them anymore because there's just not the time. Yes. Is there a latency issue? No, it's not that bad. It's only like 7 seconds. Anyway, so like the issue I have is like I don't feel like I can do what I can on YouTube because editing takes time and I'm not getting gratification from it because like how much does it suck for you to upload a video and like 2 people watch it but they only watch it for 10 seconds each so you get nothing basically. And it's like, come on, man, what the fuck? Like that's what we run into on YouTube, and part of that is because of oversaturation, right? We don't want to sit there and like and it's awkward to try and ask your friends to watch it. I don't want to ask my friends to watch my shit. The exact same reason why I got out of YouTube. Yeah, it's just really annoying. There is a base there, right? Everyone has a base there. YouTube's just been the one that's been around the longest, and I still want to make videos on there, like comprehensive videos, because I'm very proud of some of those videos, right? I love the way I edited them. I like what I said. I was proud. But that's a lot of time. I spent 20 fucking hours on an 8-minute video, man. Oh, talk about killing you. You know, that was 5 days worth of work for 8 minutes that was only seen by a handful of people. Keep in mind, there was a target person that was specific. That one was specifically for, but I mean, you just don't get what you give. And like, keep in mind, I've only got 4 viewers right now, but like, it might as well be the same. But the difference is, the interface is way easier. I'm right here to be able to stream. It's instant, basically. I don't have the issues I normally do. So YouTube, it's just hard because once it's out there, you're at its mercy completely. But when you're streaming, you're there. You're already there, you're set up. The interface is perfectly fine for you. And you're not really worried about it. Like, you can keep going on, and like some people do, hey, if you want to go back and see the old ones, I got my VODs on YouTube. Which I still think is something everyone should do, because it's something that keeps it's like it keeps options open, you know? There are options open when you have people uploading their stuff on YouTube, and it's like, all right, if I go in depth or if I want to make a compilation, it's there. Like the original plan I had, regardless of what I used for a streaming service, whether it was YouTube or Twitch, which in this case it'd be Twitch at this point, if I was still going with it. I wanted to be able to like play a game to completion. For myself, I wanted to then make a compilation. Then I wanted to make a review of it. And then I wanted to make an abridged series of it. And then I wanted to stream it at some point afterwards, after beating it initially and uploading all the videos, and then stream it. So like while I'm doing all the other extra stuff for it, I can just stream it. That's what I really wanted to do. Because I wanted to dip my toes into a whole bunch of facets. But doesn't really give you the leeway, does it? It's just kind of sad that way. And I don't want to be anyone that's discouraging either. Because let's face it, like we've been through a lot of the song and dance. Like, there's just a lot that just doesn't feel worth it. So like when you see the issues on YouTube, you know why. The reason why the new conditions for the it really sucks, but that's just the reality. Yes. The issue with it is like the whole thing where they upped the requirements for what was considered monetized really screwed over a lot of people. And not to say it was a double-edged sword, so it's not like I can completely blame them for it. It's not like I thought it was entirely a bad thing. It's just that because it did take down a lot of watered-down content, but now you have a lot of people who make really good content, but it takes them a long time to do it, and they don't get that much for it because that's not what hits. What hits right now... What the fuck? The hell was that? Okay, whatever. What hits right now is long-form content. Like a 30 to 40-minute video. Generally heavily edited, almost like a documentary in some cases, but like something you can watch for a while is what people seem to want. And I'm not gonna say I thought for a while there, a short video was optimal. Like, you have a 10 to 15 minute video. That used to be optimal because you had the scenario of you can create blah, 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 words. Fuck. I lost my train of thought. Damn it. You could create a video, and for 15 minutes or 10 minutes, let's say, if you can make a 10-minute video, people can watch it during their break. So it was something you could optimize. And for my own reasons, I could appreciate that. But that was a lot harder to appreciate when you just can't seem to get that. Like, it's not something that ends up being available to you, it's just something that you have. And you're just kind of sitting there like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna go fuck myself. Because still no one's watching it. And then you get to the people that make these long, lazy videos, or reaction videos. Reaction videos piss me the fuck off. I still can't believe they get as far as they do. I've meant to say this, but on the subject of being hot outside, I don't know what's going on, because my app says it's 85 degrees, and I'm like, bitch, no it ain't. That's because of humidity, baby. 85 degrees is a lot hotter when it's humid. That is the issue we have down in the south, just in general. Like, we don't really get a choice. It's fucking hot. When we are living our day-to-day life, we just kind of have to deal with how hot it is, and yeah. We drink plenty of water. Make sure you take frequent breaks. That's the lowdown. That's why you have to be so careful. Well, time to strip. Hell yeah. Pixar didn't happen. You know, that's another thing. I wish we didn't have to worry about shame so much. Because, like, I wish there were times where it's like, you know what? You want to be naked, just be naked. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Like, in my house, as long as everyone's consenting, you can just be naked. That's just my house. I don't care. Because I value comfort. I might not be naked. That's just me. But, like, I want people to feel comfortable in their skins. I don't want people to feel like fucking they have to sit there, especially when it's hot as balls. And you're just like, oh, well, I guess I gotta be kind and keep this 40-pound coat on, even though it's blistering hot outside, but I don't have anything underneath. No, just... You don't want to be purely naked? Fuck it, I'll see if I can get clothes for you, or a blanket. Something. Just be comfortable. Let it all hang out. I don't know. I want to be... I want people to be comfortable. Hell, I used to walk around naked in my house. I know, fuck, if I get down to, if I get to, when my dad passes away and I inherit that land, I'm down far enough where people just can't see us. So, like, I'll probably be a lot more nude down there than I am living where I am right now. Unfortunately, people don't appreciate nude bodies as much as my wife and I do. My wife bind. Or hell, most of our friends, actually. No, they're too worried about shame. I'm like, fuck that. I want to live an enjoyable life. You can keep your shame. Your shame is shame. I ain't about that. How am I getting so many good friggin' polls? I'm normally not this good at handling polls. Jesus. You good? You good there, brother? Discord. I don't know why that made me laugh. Oh man. Do you ever wonder if there's like if YouTube will ever get better? I really want it to get better. Because like there's too many good quality videos that have been made that don't get shit. Fucking algorithms, man. Actually, you know what? We just need to join like the right Reddit communities. Like there's this thing where you're supposed to be obligated. There's a Reddit etiquette, where you're supposed to interact, but I wonder how far that goes because I ran into an issue where I wasn't following the etiquette and I didn't know better. So I got like not kicked, but I was like unable to do certain things. I hope so, but the algorithm only cares about the already big boys. It cares about anyone, it cares more about anyone that's over 1,000 to begin with, or reaches monetization status over 1,000 and over 4,000 hours a year. The other part is, you know, the more you have, the more engagement you have, which is why everyone's saying, you know, hit like, comment, stuff like that. Liking other people's comments also works, from what I hear. Um, from Telltale, Owen Morgan, he has a couple channels. One of the things he says is, hey, if you're enjoying the video, I'd appreciate it if you'd watch it all the way to the end. Or if you can't, at least watch a little bit more than you would normally. You know? Like, try, because we know it's about watch time now. It's not about clicks. Clicks got us a bunch of false viral videos that were really stupid. Oh man. Uh it really sucks because I really like YouTube. I know what I want to, I know how I want to do things, but there's just not much reward for it. No, and what's weird is like there's still good YouTubers that somehow blow the hell up and get way up there in like 6 months. And I'm like, fucking how? Because we can follow the same formula and not get the same results. So it's not like that. And I'm wondering if it's geological. Some of them, I'm sure they have enough money, they can pay someone to do the thing so they can push out a handful of content real quick. Or they already have a base of friends big enough to compensate and create that. And I'm wondering if that might be the issue that we ourselves are having, is we, not to obligate anyone, but we need to be more interactive with each other. That could be an issue that might explain why we're not able to do the things we want to do when it comes to YouTube. Um, it's just hard to say. You know what? I might go around and go on someone's videos, on someone's channel, and just comment on every video. And if I haven't already liked it, to make sure to like it. and just to see if it changes their algorithms any. Because like that's something important, right? I have one video that's got over 50,000 views. It's the only video like it. Because I put it on Reddit, and so it got a lot of engagement really fast. So now it gets like a couple thousand views a year, which is still insane. Not that it gets much watch time, but I'll be salty. Oh man, it's just come on. I want give me a break. You give us all a break, YouTube. There are old ways that were better, and you got rid of those better things, and you kept some of the worst things and then made other worse things, and it overshadows the few good things that you do. Because like, don't get me like the feed format. Although I don't like the way it gives me videos, the format is super easy to look at, especially in dark mode. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the format. It's super simplistic and everything. Honestly, on the YouTube studio, I think they're doing way too much at the same time, trying to get us to be like, oh yeah, be part of this little creator thing and all that. It's like, oh no, if you're going to give me advice, can you at least leave it in a separate tab instead of popping up every fucking time I go into the studio? Like, come on. Mm. I need to see how good the YouTube editor is on mobile. Or maybe I can edit some of these videos that I got with like on my phone at work. Have you tried it at all? I'm curious about that. Because if it works well enough, then I might do that. Um, I've got, thanks to streaming, I've got like 200 videos or whatever, which I don't like keeping the streams in and considering them the videos. The shorts did really well. I'd like to do more shorts, and unfortunately, that seems to be what YouTube's getting geared towards. But I'd like more substance, which is why I try to do mine with the creepypasta when I can. I usually use Premiere Pro first, so I can't say how it is on mobile. Well, I'm wondering if the YouTube editor itself, because like on VODs, you generally just cut out the end bit, a little bit of the end bit, a little bit of the beginning bit, like starting stream soon. So, or at least it's what I've been thinking about recently, is like doing that, and then it frees up the most of the video. So that way you don't have like if because it can already be paused in the middle of it. It's already past it. You don't want to sit there and wait through the intermission anyway. You can just cut those whether it's an intermission, intro, or outro, or just waiting for the stream to start and the stream to end. I can't remember if you can use YouTube Studio like that in the app, and I'm streaming right now, so I don't really want to be on it right now. But maybe I'll do that. I can start at least editing those a little bit, so that way I can start posting them on YouTube. I don't know. I won't make it specific, so that way if it's like, oh, it was a certain date or whatever, no, it's just coming out right after. And you know what? I'll do it as a premiere. You know, you get 6-hour videos, you do it as a premiere. But let's face it, Twitch is just, it has a perfect streaming interface. Everything's there for you. You can get on and get off real quick. That's why it's getting a lot of people. If you don't already have the time, then it's really hard to do edited videos. And then trying to get it up. So it's like you I guess we kind of have to use Twitch as a base for like getting uh subscribers on YouTube maybe, because if you can get a bunch of people to subscribe to you that also follow you, then you add a whole lot of viewership. So once you get to a point where they're working enough in tandem and you start getting a few patrons, so that way you can start funding other projects that you want to do, then it becomes more and more feasible to become uh, something of a funded creator, like someone who's actually making a little bit of money. Because like I don't make a fucking well, I make 90 cents a month on Patreon. That's all I get. And that's because I have one paid patron. And I really appreciate it because that was a huge ego boost for me. Because I don't think I'm worth anyone's time. I think I am terrible. For all intents and purposes, I really fucking hate me. I just hope no one else has to hate me as much as I do. Oh, yeah, actually, you know what? If YouTube made more mobile integrated stuff for users, that would help a lot. Like if you could do more stuff on mobile, like like the small editing bits. Like let's say you have a copyrighted section and it's 2 minutes, but it's also not too big of a deal for that 2 minutes to be gone, so you can just get rid of it. And you can just do it on your phone and you get monetization back in like 2 hours. Wouldn't that be fucking great? You know, the claim goes down and everything. I think that's what would probably fix it, is if they started adding more viability to mobile users. Because right now, most of your mobile stuff is shorts, and they're being done on TikTok and then being uploaded to YouTube, if they're not just fully edited videos. So, yeah, come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me? This is where YouTube's behind, isn't it? Is that it doesn't have very good mobile tools besides looking at your analytics. Like if you want to know your analytics, it's really great for that on the YouTube Studio, but it doesn't really have anything for editing. That's some shit. And you should be able to do that on the YouTube app, I think. You should be able to fucking edit shit however you want on the app itself. Like go into YouTube Studio through the app and just do it. Why do we have to do things like that? It's because of shame. It's because of clothes. We all need to get rid of our clothes and just run out into the forest and become forest goblins. My tea's gone. It was delicious. It was peppermint bark. I had a couple spoons of sugar. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow overall. If I stream, it's gonna be later. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for the day. Anyway, I really hope that I need to find a better time. Like, let's say, for one thing, I feel weird doing 2 short streams, even though it's still a collective 4 hours of streaming today. But it just feels weird to split it up and it be this short because I'm used to having an intermission. So I don't know if I should start splitting it up to have 2-part streams and just my intermission I just cut out and then go to another game, which would be something to try out later on. But for one, it would double up my actual amount of streams, but it wouldn't help my stream time. But having the notifications that would be going out might. But I noticed, like, even on Twitter, I get very low viewership. I get very low engagement. I've had more now, but that's because I've been tweeting like crazy. And it's mostly about stuff that I'm giving like those short reviews, so I don't know. I'm also trying to retweet other people's stuff as well. It's like if I see their art, if I see their videos up, or if I see they wrote opinions about certain things, and it's not just them reposting someone else. I'm trying to get to where I'm reposting that stuff or retweeting. So I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I just want to be able to do things again. Actually, you know what I could do? I could find a, actually, have you tried using the polls? I haven't stress tested them yet, but if I can find out how many things or options are allowed, I might see if I can just put up like tons of games that I could play right now on there, like at any given time rather. Which unfortunately doesn't include all my physical games, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. But I've got a lot of games here I can play. But if I can do that, I wonder what all games people would choose to see. Because I have a ton of games I have options, and some games that I don't actually necessarily have to worry about. I'm being very careful how I say it, but hey, you know, I can play whatever. I can play some Sailor Moon. How many casts did I do before I got a fucking Nautilus shell? Jesus. Yeah, I'll probably keep doing those little reviews as long as I have other games to review on. Unfortunately, a lot of the computer games that I have on CD, I'm gonna have to fucking, if I want to play those again, I'm gonna have to actually download them from somewhere. I don't even know how you would, because you'd have to prove that you own it for them to let you download it for free, but they don't have a way to do that. Doesn't that suck ass? Like, if you own something, but now computers don't generally come with disk drives, and you want to download it, and unless you torrent it, which is still debatably illegal depending on your source, even though you own a physical copy of the game, you still have to pay for it. Why? I don't want to do that. Can't I just have can't I just have it? Our computers have evolved to a point where it's mostly download. Like, can't we just do a thing? And what's people's thoughts on the whole not having a disk drive anymore effectively? Like, for better or for worse, we don't really have disk drives. We just download everything when it comes to our computers. Disk drives or at least slots or something are definitely seem to still be preferred when it comes to consoles. We still have a good thing with physical media, something that Nintendo is planning to keep. So it's like, why are we getting so far away from that? That's not even to say about the whole issue with like, um, that's not even to say anything about the issue of like physical media versus digital media and what's going away and the pros and cons or anything. That's just to say, like, between already having owned it and being able to download it for free because you own it. It's a different copyright, apparently, and a different patent, so you can't, it's not feasible, I think, in some cases. Or it's like it's not the right version. It's weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. And people and some of these guys, they wonder why the emulation is going so far. Yeah, it's going so far. The people have Dolphin Simulator for a reason. That's how they can do the. Speaking of which, I have a lot of GameCube games. I need to get Dolphin Simulator. I need to do that. Things I need to remember. And you can do that for Wii too. I that's probably what I should do if I want to play all those games again. I would love to play some Ocarina of Time on here. Like regular Ocarina of Time. And I'm not gonna lie, saying Vanilla Kingdom Hearts felt so weird because I'm not used to the randomizer. I'm used to that terminology with Minecraft. I'm not used to that with anything else. Like, I understand it. I understand what you're saying. It's just like, but it's weird. It's just weird. Am I weird for that? I don't know. But, actually, on trying to be on some topic somewhere, if I do SNG episode 11, should I open the floor for people to jump into a chat and talk about some of these topics? And I'm still thinking about adding topics because I think that might be like a long-term stream. I'm because like I said, SNG was something I really wanted to have that was like including someone else on that was originally what I had in concept, but I didn't want that to stop me if I didn't, because I still have a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. So I don't know, man. I just want to do the thing. I want to be able to do a thing. I'm tired of like holding to certain aspects of what I want to do. I miss viewing YouTube videos. I miss being able to edit. I want to update my editor, but I'm too far back. So in order to update it, I have to pay for a whole new version completely because it won't let me backlog the updates for some reason. That's kind of got me pissed off. At least if there is, I can't figure it out. I don't know, man. That's also another thing. Like, I'm making the excuse mainly because I lost one of my videos to that I would have to re-edit from the raw materials, and I'm not sure I have them anymore. It's like I've got that, and I don't have what I want. I tried to do the new video editing software, but it wasn't a full version. It was the one that only gives you limited shit, and I was like, oh fuck, I need to go back. Well, I should have made a copy of it instead of using that file because I thought I had it updated, and it didn't just update. It just put up a new demo version of the newest edition, which the demo version sucks because it gives you the 4:3 aspect ratio. Oh, motherfucker. It gives you the 4:3 aspect ratio. And we don't use that aspect ratio at all. So it's just kind of like, what the fuck? Okay, so it's 1 o'clock. I should probably get going to bed. Never mind my fucking midnight ramblings. My madman ramblings. Things shooting through my head at 1,000 miles an hour because I beat a game sooner than I thought, so I'm not talking about the game anymore. Definitely go back and watch that VOD if you get a chance. Yeah, it is a gorgeous game. I recommend you getting a copy of it. Let me see how much it is real quick. Journey, it's $5. Journey is $5 right now, and that's not even on sale, I don't think. Is it? Okay, no, it's 70% off. It's on sale. Jesus, there's a bundle. There's buy Annapurna Interactive Collection bundle. Holy shit. The bundle is 58% off. And it's $260. It's all good. Don't apologize. That's why I'm here. But I'm looking at this bundle. Complete your collection. 58% off. All these, how many are there? There's like a ton of games. There's 30 items. One of 30 items from this bundle is already in your library, so that one's off. But from basically $620, it's 58% off. It's $260 to just get all of the games. This is like Neon White, Cocoon, Stray, What Remains of Edith Finch, Outer Wilds, Storyteller, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Donut Country, Mandoon, and plenty of others. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. But yeah, Journey itself is 70% off. It's $5, or it's $4.49 on there. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just give it a chance. Give it a chance. Play it on stream. It's perfect for a short stream. It's a lot of fun. It feels really good. The lighting is just wonderful. The backgrounds, which is what you're going to be seeing a lot of, is just... If you want artistic inspiration, I think this could give it to you. Like I was saying, almost every frame of this that you play through feels like it feels like a whole nother it feels like a whole art piece. Like every background could be used as like a background or the title card. Like, it's just beautiful. Alright. Hey, shut up. Okay, but yeah, Yeah, I guess that's about it. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see what I can do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't really think I'd get this far. The developers were that game company. The publisher is Annapurna Interactive. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's another abstract one that probably doesn't take that long. Yeah, it's really highly rated. Very positive. About 2 hours. Yeah, is this game relevant to you? To about 2 hours played. Um, very positive. All reviews very positive overall. Like this, like the only thing I can say is it was a little too short. I want more. I wanted more from it. Now, and there's stuff I haven't didn't get. It can run off a modern potato. It looks like. So yeah, feel free to jump on that. Euro Truck Simulator 2. What the fuck is this? Oh, that what? Oh wait, I saw this. Sky Children of Light. Yeah. One shot. Pixel graphics, great soundtrack, indie. And then these are more from them. Loria and the Laser Eyes, Outer World, Storyteller, Edith Finch, Solar Ash, Donut Country, 12 Minutes, Pathless. I've actually got a couple other games in my library that I went ahead and bought recently. I've got Carry On and Darkwood and Total Annihilation. So I would keep in mind that there we got some dark games that I've been interested in playing. So maybe if I get rid of some of these other games on there, it'll be good. Anyway. Give me the thing. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow if you want to be my buddy. Um, Feel free to check out all my links on the side, in the chat, or down below. You can find my Patreon, Discord. What other things do I got? Twitter, YouTube, and apparently Reddit. And I'm thinking about putting Facebook on there too. So, have a good night, and always remember, you have potential. Good night.